Welcome back. This is Sporty Monday and it's now time for a quick fire segment. And I have with me here, as you can see, Police Bullets FC crew, who of course basking in the glory of winning the Kenya Women's Premier League title. And you can see this trophy here. Shitera believes it resembles that of Gor Mahia, but this belongs to Bullets FC. Beginning with my immediate right is Yasmin Khalid, Police Bullets midfielder. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And of course, at the center of it all is Coach Odemba. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And to the far right is Deputy Police Bullets Captain, that is Sharon Juma. Sharon, karibu sana.
Asante.
Welcome. How do you guys feel, first of all, after beating all to win the title? Maybe I'll begin with you.
For me, it's a joy to be my first time playing in the league, the top tier league, and winning it. It's a joy, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity I got, and yeah.
And Yasmin, labda nikuulize, imechukua muda kabla ufike kwenye KPL. Mara mwisho nilikuwa ulikuwa unacheza nasema mtani, na hivi sasa uko top tier KPL. Labda hiyo safari imekuaje?
Mimi naweza sema safari ilikuwa, it was a really rough. Naweza sema ilikuwa rough juu at some point nili give up. As in I was like, heri tu acha tu nichezange tu mpira. Maybe ikiwezekana tu, ikipatikana njia ni sawa, lakini acha tu nicheze. Juu nimeipenda kutoka nikiwa mdogo, lakini sikuwa ipata a path ama njia yenye ningepitia ndio niweze kucheza pale ninacheza sasa hivi.
Lakini sasa unaona hiyo ndoto inatimia?
Naweza sema.
Coach, that's Yasmin there. Winning the title, basically, of course, this is the crowning moment, the best of the best in the local league. Looking back, where do you think you guys got it right? Was it the tactics? Was it the support of the management? Or basically, the opposition were not up to scratch?
We thank God that we won the league, and the best part is that we won it unbeaten.
Absolutely.
It could have been better, but we are grateful. We have good support, first of all, from our management, from our board. Most of the time, I only need to ask what I need. Tactically, I'll say I have a good technical bench, comprises of people who've been in football, all of them except maybe my team manager, Madam Beatrice Kiraguri, Mama Yao. But now, as I speak, I will say that she understands football now more. But she came in for logistics and she's doing her job well. But so far, I have a very rich bench of different people doing running different entities within the bench. But all of them have played football, some of them to the national level. And they understand what we want and they understand where we are going. We have a plan, and we are working together as a bench, as players, and with the management. Yeah. Okay,
I'll be getting into that because we're talking of the plans for the future. But Juma's deputy captain, probably speaking on behalf of the players, what was it for you in this season, in that dressing room, probably when the tactical plan is not falling into place? How has the coach been on this case, probably, if you can give us that perspective from the players?
First, I want to thank God for the victory. Second, for the players, we as the players, first you have to love your coach and the technical bench for things to work. Secondly, when we started the preparations, we had our motto. Our motto was Jinyime, focus, win. So we used that motto to have this cup. Yeah.
Jinyime, focus and win.
And win.
And that was brought by the coach?
By the management.
By the management.
Yes.
So si utumishi kwa wote. Okay. And coach, you talked of plans going forward, and that really came out even with the panelists. You are champions of Kenya, and now the next assignment is SEKAFA. How are you planning with this going forward? Because if you do well, that means again you are going to the continental.
True. We are starting our pre-season soon. It's unfortunate that the girls might not get enough time for rest, but being that the league was kind of flexible, that at some point we got at least some rest time in between. But we are playing our cup match, our last match, which is the cup match. We are playing third place this coming Saturday. Then after that, we might have less than a week for rest before we begin our pre-season in preparation for the SEKAFA. Then from SEKAFA, now I know that the league will be on. Now we'll come back and continue with the league. We hope to give our best. We hope to represent the country well. And we are hopeful that if all goes well, we shall represent the SEKAFA region in the CAF Women Champions League.
Yeah, and basically going forward, this is a technical, just part of the technical players you have, or the playing unit. From where you sit, do you probably see yourself bolstering that team, adding more players probably? If it's midfield, what are you looking at? Probably attack. What are the areas probably you want to reinforce before you go to SEKAFA?
We're reinforcing almost we're reinforcing all the departments. We are going to get a new goalkeeper. We're going to get, we'll sign some defenders, maybe 1 or 2 people in the midfield. And we're thinking of 2 attackers. We have our numbers, but we also want to see how it goes. We have started inviting players, the ones that we've identified for training. So some of them might join us this week as we prepare for the Cup and see where, already we know the gaps are, but we see who fits well in the team. Yeah.
Would that mean dropping some?
Yeah, of course, yes. Unfortunately, that is what football is. You acquire players. Some of them do not get enough playtime, or some of them do not get into the team immediately. It takes time, and I don't want to say they become redundant, but at some point you see that you're not going to use them, or you need a better quality, then it means that at the end of the season we have to drop some players, unfortunately.
Khalid, kama mchezaji, labda changamoto ni zipi? Ukiangalia mpira ya wanaume na wanawake, serikali amna labda washikadau wameweka mikakati mingi kuinua mpira ya wanaume. Je, ni nini napaswa kufanywa kuhakikisha kwamba mpira ya wanawake pia inapanda juu?
For me, naweza sema kitu moja ni support. Like men wanapewa support mingi sana kuliko, as in wanapewa seme more added advantage, na sisi tunatupiliwa mbali. So like hiyo inaweza shukisha mtu moral. Like unaweza tu feel like hawatuoni. They're not seeing us. They're not seeing our efforts also. So yeah, mimi naweza sema challenge nini moja support tu.
Ni support. Na ukiangalia hali ya viwanja, mnacheza kwa viwanja ambavyo hadhi yao ni chini sana, na labda mchezaji anaweza pata jeraha kutokana na jambo na swala hilo. Labda ungependa serikali fanye nini, ama wito wako kwa serikali kuhusu hali ya miundombinu nchini? Probably coach, you can take all that. She's staring at you.
Of course, as a country, we do not have sufficient stadiums, sufficient structures, even for what do we call? Oh, infrastructure, sorry, not structure. Sufficient infrastructure for hosting matches, sometimes for training. But I'm just thankful that most of the clubs, or I'll say club licensing, which was introduced, I think, 2 or 3 years ago.
Actually, it was introduced 10 years ago.
But
our clubs
in this
have
country?
Not, yeah, our clubs, actually, it came into phase around 10 years ago.
But implementation
has remained a major challenge.
About 3 years ago. And FKF is taking it seriously. I think it is one of the major things that is steering us as a country. We need stadiums. We need to level up as women football or as a country in football. For a long time, Women Premier League was being played in primary schools. Yeah,
primary school grounds. And actually, that's the danger of a player even incurring a career-threatening injury.
Exactly.
And you're talking of facilities, and that cuts across board building, be it the national team. You saw us play our matches away, actually, in Malawi. And probably at police, you guys could not be getting some of these problems because of the organization there. Yeah. But look at the clubs who don't have major sponsors or who are not corporate-based and have to depend on that goodwill of an individual. Probably this club is run by Swila. Swila today closes shop and decides wachezaji walipwe kwa sababu Swila ana pesa. It's a challenge across board in our sports.
It is.
And CAF club licensing rules actually aim to address some of this, so that each club has structures. We can have under 14, under 17, all the way to the top tier. This still hasn't really been implemented across board. How is this probably impeding talent growth and development?
It hasn't, but not fully, but at least something is happening. We need to understand that we need structures for us to be able to say that we are a footballing nation. Teams have to have young teams from grassroots, academy teams, the junior levels from under 9 up to the under 23, and then with the senior team, women team, maybe with the one junior team. It's the only way we can build our football. I think I will say that technical department, FKF, has worked well to make sure that coaches are being educated and earning licenses. But now, again, we need the drive to make sure that we have the teams, we have the competitions, even from the under 9, to ensure that the quality of our football can improve or will improve massively. There are even under 15 World Cup tournaments. There are small age category World Cups that sometimes we do not engage.
And actually, this time our girls are going for the World Under 17 World Cup.
Yes, it's a big one. It's massive. It shows how women football is growing. Of course, we attribute and we are clapping for Football Kenya Federation for making it happen. What we might need next is a partnership between Football Kenya Federation and schools, so that we can have primary school leagues, so that we can have secondary school leagues, to ensure that there's continuity of building talent and continuity of good performance for our national teams. And that will not only affect in the national teams. Of course, that is the bigger roof, but it will also impact on our leagues. We have a lot of quality in our leagues. What we lack is sponsorship. What we lack is finance. We do not have goodwill from corporates who should come in and sponsor us and steer the growth of women football
to the next level.
Yes.
And Juma, as a player, I know you guys are now basking in this glory, but we are moving to CECAFA. If you guys emerge triumphant, the CAF Women's Champions League will be waiting. Probably at personal level, what ambitions are you looking at here?
As a player?
Yes, as a player.
First, I believe we are going to win the CECAFA. Second, we have a good technical bench. We have a good management and the board. We believe in ourselves. So we have that belief, we as Police Bullets, that you're going to win the SECAFA. We are not going just to participate, but you're going to win it.
Personal ambitions. Beldina's talked of
I
reinforcing the squad. Probably, are you aiming to turn professional and maybe handle some headache of getting your replacement in the near future?
I was hoping she will say that. I was hoping she will say that it's a platform. A lot of agents will be there.
Absolutely.
When we participate in SECAFA. But more opportunities shall open when we qualify and go for the larger CAF.
Champions League, right?
Yes. So for the girls, I would like them to push themselves to that level. And I will wish them success to get teams and go out. Ours is about building and is about developing.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yasmin, are you fired up for the challenge? Your coach says building and giving you a chance, and now SECAFA comes. Labda matarajio yako ni yapi?
For me, I am planning. I have even talked to the coach. I am willing to work extra to earn my spot in the squad for traveling to SECAFA. Yeah, and also, I hope I get the chance to represent Kenya Police Bullets at SECAFA so that I can improve maybe. And also it's a way of exposure. Yeah.
So whom do you look up to? We have some Kenyan footballers, of course women, who've broken the barrier and gone top in Europe. Asia Kid has done very, very well. Probably based on that, whom do you look at as an inspiration in your football journey?
For me, I can say Aquino Corazon.
Corazon Aquino
has been my role model for the longest
time.
Yeah.
And why Corazon? Why Corazon?
She just has she has something. I can't really say what it is, but she plays midfield.
Just like you.
Yeah, and I don't know what to say.
Okay. How about Juma? What are we looking at here? Do you want to turn professional, and what are you looking at?
Yes, of course. My role model.
Or who inspires you?
Who inspires me? First, long time ago, I was inspired by Wendy. By that time, I was playing fullback 3. So Wendy Acheng was my role model, but ni kama football alitupilia mbali. For now, ladies, in our team, I like how Ozil, Lydia Koth, plays professionally. Corazon, of course.
So Corazon is a big factor. Beldina, I see. Corazon is a big factor in your team. And probably I'll ask you, Beldin, and what the panelists were discussing there. How do you manage to balance this? You have your plate full. You are with Highway and nurturing youngsters, just like Yasmin here. You are with Bullets now. You are with the national team. How do you manage to balance all this work?
Of course, with the national team, it's more demanding, even than the club, because you have to follow up on how your players are doing. You have to get reports from the clubs that they're in. Most of the players are playing in Europe. You have to know who is injured, who has been playing consecutively, who is scoring, who is not playing and why. There are so many things that you have to follow up. And what's your next challenge? Who are you playing against? Then start your preparation. But most of the work, a lot of work is done during the FIFA window. And during the FIFA window, the club is on break. So there's a balance most of the time. And I wouldn't say I really have a challenge on that. With Highway, I train with the boys. during the school holidays, because we are like a community. I've always said it's my baby project. So I have not only Highway, but I have a lot of boys that I'm mentoring, who are still even in primary school, that we train together, play friendlies, get them ready to go to secondary school, ensure that they go to school. And during school competitions, we're always ready to play the matches, whether I am there or not. I have a lot of support from a number of coaches. Coach Jackie comes in. Coach Jackie of Akakoro or Gor Mahia ladies comes in sometimes at the Highway. Coach Chola comes in, and most of the time I am with William Mului of Kariobangi Sharks. So it's a collective. I'll say it's a
collective effort in coaching fraternity. Exactly,
because it's more of mentorship than competition. We are doing well, of course. We're in the regionals, but it's more of mentoring boys and ensuring that they have a clear pathway of playing football.
And finally, Coach, the question is, you've done quite well, and we must say you are one of our best. We celebrate you.
Thank you.
And what you've done for the country. Could we see Beldin in future take on the bigger role, coach the national football team? Harambee Stars. Are you fired up for that if it comes?
I'm already coaching a national team, and I would want to grow more there on women football. Of course, it's an aspiration for most of us.
Yeah.
And I have always dreamt of coaching a men's Premier League side. And coaching men's national team will be a bigger achievement.
Big achievement.
I'm not closing doors to anything. I'm working towards all I can give.
And keep inspiring.
Thank you.
Keep inspiring. Yasmin, labda wito wako kwa Kenya mnapoelekea Sekafa?
Jamani.
Ama tutarajie nini?
Mtarajie tu si kushinda.
Kushinda. So tarajie taji lingine hapa?
Naam.
Okay. Na Juma, nawe?
Tarajie to win. We promise to give you the best, and I hope we will as a team. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's Juma, of course, Deputy Captain, Kenya Police Bullets, and Yasmin, midfielder, Kenya Police Bullets, and head coach, Beldin Odemba, joining us here on Sporty Monday. They are the newly minted Kenya Women Premier League champions, and of course, they are heading over to Sekafa. They are promising us to bring another title, and with it, a ticket to the CAF Women's Champions League. We'll be looking forward to see how that goes. And of course, we appreciate you for making time to grace the program. And Beldin, keep going. You are an inspiration to the boys and to the girls. So thank you for making time.
Thank you.
Now, we take a brief commercial break, but when we return in the second hour, ZTG Moi has a beautiful story of Bob Monroe, one of the founders of the Kenyan Premier League Limited. Stay tuned for that. And of course, we go big on Euro 2024. Stay tuned.